We've all been there. You want to pick up that food, and you have 5 whole seconds before it contracts any deadly diseases. Right? I wanted to get to the bottom of this important issue, so I needed to find an expert who could tell me, is the 5-second rule real? I found one at Rutgers University, Dr. Donald Schaffner. He co-authored the study, Is the 5-Second Rule Real?
I would call myself a food microbiologist, but the unique thing about what we do in my lab is that we use mathematics and statistics to try to describe the behavior of microorganisms.
He's an actual scientist who did actual science on the 5-second rule. To summarize his actual science, picking up food fast can reduce your risk of contracting disease.
For some foods and for some surfaces, the longer the food sits, the higher the probability or the more bacteria will transfer.
I knew it. Been right my whole life.
5-second rule is not a thing.
Wait, what? Turns out it's not a cut and dry answer. It's actually more wet and dry. Schaffner found moisture was the biggest variable in determining how much bacteria befalls your fallen food. Other factors, the surface it lands on, and yes, how long it sits there. When they tested bacteria transfer to a dry gummy bear, it was pretty minimal. But foods that were wet, forget about it.
If you drop a piece of watermelon on the floor, you can virtually guarantee that any bacteria that are going to be on that floor are going to get transferred to that watermelon.
Schaffner also tested surfaces, with smooth ones like stainless steel and tile transferring bacteria almost instantly if they weren't clean, while textured surfaces like wood or carpet transferring a lot less, at least at first. But, as I suspected, 5 seconds later,
over time, the transfer went up. I think what's going on there is the food is actually just sort of pressing down onto the carpet, and the closer the food contacts the surface, the more contact points you get, and that means the more bacteria can transfer.
So there is something to the 5-second rule. It's just sometimes a 10-second rule or a 1-second rule, or if the food's wet, a millisecond rule. So not really a rule at all. And because some bacteria isn't even harmful to humans, your choice to eat food off the ground just comes down to how much risk you want to bite off. Even the maestro of microbes can't resist sometimes.
I might eat a chocolate chip off the floor if I maybe only had a few chocolate chips left in the bag and I was really craving chocolate.
So in conclusion, wet food, bad. Dry food, not bad. Smooth surface, bad. Textured surface, not as bad. City streets, bad. Subway platform, more bad. Clean kitchen floor, not so bad. The 5-second rule, not a thing. For the most part.